Hey gamers!
What's up, guys?
We are
Welcome.
here with our first freaking podcast episode.
Welcome to our podcast. We don't know where we're going with this, but
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
it's happening. That's all we know. That's all that counts. That's all that matters. So,
We are just going head first, bro. No other experience with talk shows or other podcasts.
yeah.
Only live streaming. So this is
And even
similar-
that apparently we're not great at because,
Yeah.
our view counts say otherwise. So,
Let's say they're not skyrocketing.
yeah,
all you
we're
need
not,
to know.
Yeah, we're not crazy. Twitch.tv/poet_b and storms_games. Links below. So yeah, we are currently live streaming this first podcast. So in case we do say something to chat, which I'm not sure if we will or not, that is who we are responding to. We will proceed to say what was said in chat before we answer it, so people that are listening to the recording know. But yeah, do you want to just dive right into it?
So basically this podcast episode is going to be about us. We're just going to introduce ourselves, talk about what we do on Twitch/YouTube.
How we met each
and
other,
Yeah.
how we started streaming, or just doing this in general. No, it was not quarantine, like it is for most people, but yeah. So, you want to start, or you want me to start?
You start.
I start? Alright. So, first topic, I guess, is who are we as individuals? I don't know. I'm a nerdy...
I don't.
Yeah, I'm a nerdy kid who always liked playing video games. And I didn't watch a lot of Twitch streamers until maybe last summer, a little bit more than last summer, so that's summer of 2019, maybe a little bit earlier, Christmas time, 2018. Yeah, I started watching a lot of streamers. Then I was like, oh, you know what? This is a super fun career idea. I played video games. I wasn't great at them at the time, but I played video games and thought about, you know what? I might want to start streaming. We'll get more into how I started and everything later. Yeah, I don't really know where else to go with this. It's like specific topic in terms of who I am. I don't like describing myself. So, I don't know what all to say. But yeah, it's basically my background in terms of how I started podcasting and streaming and stuff in general. Tori, I don't know.
Okay. So basically I kind of got into the entirety of like the whole like gaming community / just like I guess streaming community, like that sort of thing. At a really gaming started for me at a pretty young age, and then streaming probably 2017, I would say. Is when I kind of like discovered the whole oh hey, people are like actually making money off of this, and it's really fun, so I'm gonna give it a go. Obviously I am not a millionaire, so let's just say it didn't turn out as I'd hoped right away, but it's not all about the money. Streaming was really appealing to me because you could just connect with random people and just have fun while doing it.
Yeah.
Giving people entertainment. Just like, I don't know. It was kind of like I looked up to like YouTubers and like streamers a lot, and so I was like, I want to do that for people. Like, I want people to look up to me one day like I look up to these people. So that was kind of the appeal for me.
Right. Yeah, I think that goes for everything. You don't intend to. I mean, there's a lot of, especially now, there's a lot of money involved in gaming and streaming and stuff. But you think back to even just a year and a half ago, it wasn't like such a big, like it wasn't a job as much as, I mean, yes, it was. Gaming was already being somewhat established, mainly in Overwatch and League of Legends area.
Yeah.
But streaming wasn't like crazy lucrative until I want to say Ninja Time. Maybe a little bit before that, like Fortnite Ninja Time.
Yeah, I think people definitely saw YouTube as a career a lot I guess quicker than they did streaming. Like, I feel like everybody knew that YouTubers were a thing, that they made money off of it.
Yeah, it's PewDiePie
and then
gaming content on there.
Yeah, and then streaming blew up big time, and everybody was like, whoa, this is like YouTube except live. And so I guess that was the appeals, that you could communicate with the creator in real time, and it was just more of a, I guess, not personal connection, but you felt closer to the creator, especially if like you were a super big fan of them and like they responded to something you said in chat. It was like a freak out moment.
Yeah, and so it also like, it's more, I think, daily content. Like most streamers stream more often than YouTubers post. Like there are YouTubers who post once a day, but most of them are once a week, every other week.
Yeah.
So I think it was also like, oh, we can watch whoever play the game live multiple times a day.
And like a lot more frequently. Like some people stream 2 times a day, and so you just get a lot more time / entertainment from that creator. So I guess that's like one of the main things that people really were attracted to when it came to streaming.
And even like the smaller streamers, like even I try to stream I don't even know. 30 hours a week, 32 hours a week.
Yeah.
Around that time. Every week.
Where did you start off streaming? Did you start off on Twitch?
Yes. So I started on Twitch. I don't count my no view Xbox random spurts because I either accidentally turned it on or I was just messing around stream. So yeah, I really started on Twitch, like actually trying to stream.
You mean like Mixer?
I don't. Were they called Mixer back then? Like officially? Did they officially have the Mixer platform? I don't know when Mixer was like officially established. It might have been Mixer, but I don't
think so.
Yeah, it was the default Xbox stuff, which I think was only accessible to your friends, which means only my cousins watched it. I didn't have any Xbox really friends. Yeah. I never played a lot of Xbox in general. The
first console I played was, I think, the PS2, and then 1 year for Christmas my brother got an Xbox 360, and so then that's when I got involved with like Microsoft and like Xbox, and I kind of just stuck with Xbox ever since then. And I've never actually personally owned a PlayStation console myself. I've always been Xbox. And so that's why I didn't start out on Twitch. I started out on Mixer because that was the easiest platform to live stream on the Xbox One.
Right.
And
default.
So one day I just kind of like started and I was like, this is kind of cool. This is really easy. I can see my chat. I can also play the game. Like, it wasn't a problem. I didn't have to worry about like, do I
PC
need like,
streaming, 2 monitors,
yeah, that kind of
webcam.
thing.
Yeah.
I could just have it all on like my TV in the back, and I
Right.
would be set. And I feel like I had, I mean, I obviously didn't get a lot of views or anything. I had a decent viewer count. And then once I got my PC, I was like, Twitch is the platform that I originally wanted to be on, and so that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I
and
think that was 2018, by the way.
yeah, I think once you, I like the way that the Mixer Xbox streaming worked in terms of you had your chat and everything pop up. You had the option to make it make the chat text to speech.
Yeah.
So you could hear, you had your viewer count right in the top corner.
Mm.
And that's
It
that was one of the downsides of PC streaming in terms of there's a lot of hardware needed.
It's a lot more complicated, and not to mention extremely expensive.
Yeah.
So.
Especially if you're trying to do like 1080p 60 streams playing,
Oh yeah.
like me, playing games like Siege that are heavily CPU intensive.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's a lot more complicated, not as easy to just start off. You need like broadcasting softwares and hardware.
Yeah.
You don't really need 2 monitors, but you need at least a monitor for the game and phone for chat if you want to be like fully interactive with your.
Before I got my second monitor, I literally just used my phone and the mobile dashboard, and it worked great. The only problem is that when my phone would be on like 20% and then it like almost died, be like, well, now I can't talk to chat as easily. So I would have to like plug it into a charger and then like tilt it sideways and couldn't like see chat. So I'm really glad I ended up getting a second monitor when I did, because I feel like it was kind of like that stepping stone into like, okay, I think I want to take this just a little more serious.
Yeah, and there's also the added benefit with the monitor of doing PC stuff on the side in terms of having your Discord up and little stuff like being able to clip stuff more easily on PC, especially with Twitch's new dashboard now, with the quick actions or whatever. That's some stuff that you couldn't have done as easily, or actually still can't do really on mobile dashboard that I kind of wish they added. But anyway.
Yeah.
And when I started streaming, then I originally started on a MacBook that I rigged up to play Siege on using NVIDIA GeForce Now. Not sponsored, not sponsored by the way, but it's a platform by NVIDIA who makes gaming stuff, specifically graphics cards and hardware. And they have a whole bunch of my understanding of, I don't know the concept of how or the actuality of how it works, but the concept is they have a whole bunch of PCs set up and they stream the game to your computer like a YouTube video. So it doesn't take as much processing power as gaming. It's like streaming a YouTube video. But the downside and cutoff is that you have major input lag because you're connected to the computer somehow, like over the internet.
Yeah.
Which is way more than just connecting to the game, right? Then that computer sends it to the game. Plus there's the input lag just between your computer and the computer you're streaming off of, never mind that computer to the game. So it wasn't great. I definitely thought I blew up my computer more than once. Especially with some of the with the fans in the Mac, they're super loud, so it's just whirling in the background. And I have like 10 dongles to plug the USBs into and the mic, and it was a mess. It was a mess.
Yeah, people who get to start off making YouTube videos or streaming or any type of thing like that, that just have like the ideal setup for it right when they start, they're really lucky. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's I feel like a lot of people start off when they like just have like nothing really ready for it because they just like discover one day and they're like, "Oh, that's cool. I want to do this." And then eventually if you're still invested in it, then you like get the upgrades. And I feel
Right.
like it just like I
And
don't know.
there's
I feel
also
like it's a lot
like
more fun that way.
yeah, and there's also more of a expected market now for streaming, especially now if you start that people are like, oh, you have to have a stream deck or at least two
You have to have the
monitors.
best microphone. You
Yeah,
have to
best
have
mic, best
you have to
camera.
have 3 monitors
Yeah,
and like
best
1080p
webcam.
webcam.
Yeah,
Like it's
people set up
too
actual cameras to use on stream, and it's so the
yeah
market's so saturated now that there's a lot of expectation, and
yeah
I'm still in the mindset of wow. I need to find whatever way I can spend the least amount of money to get the same amount of, benefit.
yeah. Like the microphone that I'm using right now, this one was $30. Like
Right.
it's
And you even
cheap.
just bought that.
Yeah, and
You
it
just
works
bought the
good.
XLR mic, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still using a
I
Blue Yeti from like 3 years ago. It's
yeah
USB.
I was using a Razer headset for the longest time, and I was just so unhappy with it. And I knew that I wanted to keep streaming for a really long time, so I was like,
Might as well
um,
invest.
yeah, invest a little.
Yeah, that's what I did. I started a year ago, and I really just started investing like hardcore into streaming 4 months ago. Bought another monitor and got a mic stand and lights and stuff. I kind of upgraded my setup more, so it would be more long term. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm still upgrading piece by piece, every little bit. I feel like I have a pretty decent setup for long run, setup
Yeah,
now, and it wasn't crazy expensive really. So it's
yeah,
minimalist, but also like exactly what I need.
yeah.
Maybe it's a little overboard, but you know, might as
Okay,
well.
I think we should talk about how we got into gaming a little bit. I kind of
Ooh,
did a little, but you never really did. So,
yeah.
how did you get into video games? Like, where did you first discover them? How old were you?
How did I start with video games? Honestly, I feel like my first video games were Christmas, I want to say 2014, 2013ish, when I got when I got my Nintendo DS. I don't know when that came out. Let me Google it actually. When did I think I got it the year it came out?
Mm-hmm.
No, so the original one came out 2004. I got the DSi, the DSi. Oh, it came out 2004, so I guess I didn't get it the year it came out. I got it the year it became super popular.
Yeah, when
So,
it blew up.
yeah. That was, I want to say 2014, 2015 time. Is when it like really skyrocketed. Me and my cousin both got it same time. Google says that it became super popular 2008ish. It was definitely past that. So 2008, 2010, 2011 time. Me and my cousins both got DSs. I got a blue one. They got a white one. We immediately, well, actually no, before that, I had my little iPod Touch that I would play whatever mobile games were on my little iPod Touch. I think it was Clash of Clans. There's probably some driving game on there, honestly, that's super now would be like super bad graphics. Really poor quality. And then like I started enjoying gaming around DS time. Me and my cousins got our DS. We instantly called each other like, dude, guess what I got for Christmas? What? I got a DS. Oh! So
I think I actually had the same one as you when I got my DSi. I had the like light blue
yeah, it's a
one
light
too.
blue DSi.
Yeah.
I think I have it in my room actually. That's somewhere. I was messing around with it the other day. Actually, I found it. And then it was Xbox stuff. I never had an Xbox early on when people like made it super popular. When it was super popular, I feel like my parents were definitely more anti gaming than they were for gaming. So I didn't have an Xbox until way later, and my aunt got it for me for Christmas. But that was way later. I'm talking 2016, 2017 time, a couple years ago. I was 12, 13. I'm 16, by the way. I don't think I ever said that on the podcast officially. But yeah, so it was my cousins going over to my cousin's house and playing on their Xbox, and they had Call of Duty. Like I think they had got almost every single Call of Duty. Go over there and play against them, and I would get completely annihilated because they play all the time and I barely play, and then I get the couple lucky stuff and freak out, and
that's how I was with my brother.
Yeah. So they were like I honestly think if it wasn't for them having an Xbox or like going over there and playing on their Xbox and stuff, I don't think I ever would have really gotten into gaming as much as I did. Then PC gaming never really started until Fortnite came out, because that was the only thing I could play on a Mac without buying without buying a real like well, I always loved Macs. I'm a huge Apple supporter. I still am. But they don't support anything. Their stupid operating system that I love dearly, but it's not practical in terms of gaming. But
no.
So Fortnite was the only thing you could play on a Mac. Then GeForce came out, and my friend introduced me to it. Me and my friend Evan. I'm gonna shout him out because I've known him for almost 10 years now. He also is definitely a little bit he's part of this journey too. He's the one who introduced me to GeForce originally, and then another friend introduced me to Siege. And when I started playing Siege is when my competitive gaming part of me really came out. And I wasn't even, I played Siege, I barely played Siege, but just having two games to play on the computer, I don't know if that was, like, I was just on there more playing 2 games, but I started Fortnite, like, competitively, and that brought out the competitive gaming part of it, I was like, oh wow, I can actually play PC games, and maybe actually try, like, to do well on these. And so it started with Fortnite, moved over to Siege. That's how it like started getting into gaming.
Yeah, what happened with me was, like I said a little bit earlier, my brother got an Xbox 360 for Christmas one year. I don't know which year, maybe when did Xbox 360 come out? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. We're using Google. We're consulting Google for all of these. We don't know dates. We didn't.
Okay, so wow. Did not know that. Okay, so the Xbox 360, wait, no. 2005, November 22nd.
2005?
Yeah.
I was 1.
So,
November
me
22nd.
too.
Wow.
So, anyway.
I like how you said me too and freaked out, even though, they were basically the same age.
Yeah.
Me too, wow.
So anyways, we probably got the Xbox 360, I want to say, like, probably 2013, maybe 2012.
Yeah, it's hard because when you get it, then you're like, oh, it's super popular, it just came out, but...
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure when, but I think in that area, like, maybe a couple years before 2013, or, like, I don't know. So he got that, and he started playing, like, Call of Duties, like, Modern Warfare 2, MW3, and, like, so on. And I and he was also a really big Halo fan, so I played like the multiplayer campaign with him, and I was like, this is really fun. It was a good like time consuming thing that like kind of like just keeps me occupied or whatever and is still really enjoyable. And like I said before that, we had a PlayStation 2 that our uncle gave us, I think. And he would play like Crash Bandicoot and Resident Evil. And I don't really think I ever actually played the PlayStation. I just kind of like sat behind him and like watched him like beat all the levels and like whatever. And so we eventually got DS's too. I remember my first one, I still have it, is I think the DSi Lite it was called. I had like the pink one. And then eventually after the DSi came out, or like when my cousins got it and they were really super into it, I was like, oh, I want that because I really liked my other DS. So I got a DSi, and then I know we had a Wii.
Oh my gosh, the
So
Wii.
it was, yeah, we
Oh,
were,
I forgot about the Wii. How could I forget the Wii?
yeah, we had a quite a bit of like gaming consoles at this point, or just like things that you could game on. So we had our DSs, the Wii, the Xbox. So at this point, I was like pretty involved in video games, and then we got iPod Touches, the like 4th gens
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I
The super
actually,
thin ones with the like
yeah,
glass background.
I actually still have that too.
I have mine too.
Um,
Mine's cracked like crazily. I took it to
yeah,
the
me
state
too.
fair. I took it to the state fair one year. I wasn't supposed to. My mom told me specifically, leave your iPod Touch at home. I was like, okay. I used it like I use my phone now. So I snuck it out of the house and I had it in my pocket. We went on some ride and it flew out and crashed all over the cages and I was freaking out. Oh my.
Yeah, I cracked mine by dropping it on a cement floor in my cousin's basement, and I was like
Nice.
crying, and I was like, my mom's gonna murder me.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, so iPod Touches, and then I got my own Xbox 360 eventually. Um, I'm not sure if that was like that was like 2015 to 2014 maybe. Probably 2015. And so me and my brother played Black Ops 2, and we got into the whole like quick scoping and like clans, and that's when it kind of got a little more competitive and like serious, not serious, but like a little more
Yeah.
competitive for me and
That Call of Duty
interesting.
competitive
Yeah.
drive.
And at one point we were actually in a clan called XGN, which is somewhat popular. It's a pretty big organization. And me and my brother were in that at one point, and then we left and made our own little clan. But yeah, and then eventually got an Xbox One, and then I think I got my Xbox One probably 2016.
Man,
Which
has it
means
been
that I
that
probably
long since that came out?
yes. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
I think I got my Xbox 360 then a couple years before that. I'm really bad with the whole like timeline of this because I
Yeah.
have like no clue the years that I got them, but I'm assuming I got my Xbox One around 2015 slash 2016, and then I had my Xbox 360 probably maybe 2013, but probably like 2014. And then 2018, I think it was in November. It was like an early Christmas present from my grandma. She got me my PC that I still have now, but I've obviously like upgraded it and stuff. And
If you
the
look
first,
carefully, you can see the reflection in her glasses.
yeah, the first game that I downloaded was Fortnite.
Yep. Gamer
And
time.
because I had been playing it on the Xbox One because at this point it was like already like out and like really popular. But yeah, the whole reason why I got a PC is because our friend Aaron had one and my cousin Jaden, and they started to play on it a little more. And I was like, I really want one, but I know like they're expensive. And my grandma the previous year had gotten my brother one for Christmas, and I was like, maybe she'll get me one too this year, you know? Like, doesn't hurt
Waiting.
to ask, you know? It's grandma. And so I was like, hey, grandma, really wanting a PC. And she was like, you know what? Yes. And so got the PC. A couple years later, we're here.
Voila.
So, yeah, voila.
Yeah,
Um,
Man, I can't believe it was that long ago. I got my.
Yeah.
That means I've had my Xbox for 4 years. I still have it. It's on the side. Actually, I don't think I have a controller for it. My cousin stole them. Me and my cousins are really close. They live 5 minutes away, so we hang out all the time, and they steal all of my stuff for the Xbox. It's ridiculous. No, but yeah,
So,
man, I can't believe it's been that long.
yeah.
I didn't even
So
realize.
we're running a little short on time.
Yeah, you want to
Probably
talk about
have time
our?
for, like 2 more topics, probably.
You want to talk about how we like our current, like how our stream's going now, what we do currently, and maybe questions if there are any in chat, and then
Yeah, I feel like we should
Yeah.
also touch on like how we met.
yeah.
'Cause- Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
I don't know if I remember the story that well.
I kind of remember just a little. So
It was May. I kind of remember just a little. It was May 2nd at 4:30 p.m.
2019.
2019.
We met 2019.
Yeah, it was
I was
2019
playing-
time. Wow.
I was playing with previously mentioned friends, Aaron and Jaden, and we were playing Rainbow Six Siege. We were playing, I believe it was a casual match, otherwise known as quick match now.
Was it a casual or was it a copper ranked? I think it was copper ranked, honestly. I want to say it was a ranked.
It might have been copper ranked. I think you might be right on that. Yeah.
I think it was a copper. I think it was a copper ranked game.
Yeah, when we were all terrible at the game.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah, we met in a ranked match, and we were like, "Hey, this dude's pretty cool. Let's add him."
For those of you who don't know, ranked is competitive.
Yeah, it's like just competitive Rainbow Six Siege. But yeah, we met Poet, and then we were like, "This dude's pretty cool," and then we just invited him to our Discord server, played a little more, talked more, and now he's like one of our best friends. So
yeah, and we still hang out all the time, and I don't know. We've been playing together for a while. Then
yeah,
that means that we've almost known each other for a year.
yeah, coming up on a year
Yeah.
actually.
Dang.
Because it is May.
Yeah, so it was start of midsummer, start of summer. So it's coming up on 1 year. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the same time because I met you guys pretty early on when I started streaming, and I started streaming early summer, right before summer started. So yeah.
So yeah, that's how we met. And now do we want to talk about like where we're at now with like streaming, gaming, what we play now?
Sure. So you want to talk about from when we started streaming in terms of like a quick timeline all the way up until now, or do you want to just start from where we were? Like start from where we are now?
I guess where we are now would be better.
Yeah. So I currently stream mainly Rainbow Six Siege. I do a little bit of Warzone, like Modern Warfare stuff now, because it just came out. Waiting for Valorant. If I ever get that stupid beta key. Um,
Apex Legends.
yeah, we play Apex. We do a bit of everything. It's mainly FPS, first person shooters, except for Rocket League. Rocket League's the one exception.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't played much Rocket League. I am not very good at Rocket League, but Tori's definitely better at Rocket League than I am. Tori streams more Rocket League than I do, and really currently I try and do as much ranked as I can. I've just really been working on improving in Siege to get to a point where we can do competitive
Yeah.
competitions stuff for money, which would be super fun. That would be amazing. I currently have 177 Twitch followers, which is nice, and I just passed. I'm a couple views away from 2,300 views, so I completely missed my 2,000 view mark. I blew past it, didn't even realize. I was
Dang,
very
not even a
disappointed.
celebration.
Yeah, there was nothing. Just blew right past it, and yeah, it's nice. I try and stream, like I said, a good amount every week, mainly weekends, school stuff, and whatever's going on during the regular week. And all the links and stuff will be down below. If you're in the stream, then you obviously know what my stream is. So, I stream every weekend, and Tori's will be posted somewhere. So,
Okay, so for me currently, the last time I streamed actually was almost a month ago, 3 weeks ago, which is a little rough, but it's mainly because we've been, like Poet said, playing Siege a lot, and my computer just can't really handle live streaming and also playing Siege at the same time. And I think it's just because Siege is a really CPU heavy game.
yeah.
So, and my CPU isn't the best. I definitely don't have the best computer. It's a little rough, especially for streaming. But yeah, I haven't been live that much just because Siege is the main game that I play, and unfortunately, my PC can't handle running it on stream. I currently have 122 Twitch followers, just a little behind Poet. And I believe,
You're close to 1,500 views, I want to say.
really?
Close to something. I want to say. I don't. It's near the 1,000 mark for sure.
Yeah, I
If not
just
past it.
recently hit 1,000 viewers total, which is really cool. It's not that many if you compare it to other streamers, but I'm really proud of it because I've been sticking with it for a really long time. I'm well past 1,000 now. I don't think I'm near the 1,500 mark yet, but I think I'm probably around like 1,100, like a little over that maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's been good, and I'm sure with more tournaments and ranked stuff comes obviously more exposure.
Yeah,
So
I'm honestly just waiting for quarantine to be over so I can make some money so I can upgrade my PC a little more. Because that's really all that's stopping me from streaming Siege is my PC. So I really want to upgrade that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Me and Kavi are about the same. It's just he has like
I started in Fortnite competitive stuff, so when that was super saturated, there was a lot of views. Tori's made it off of Rocket League, Stardew Valley, Siege attempts, yeah, some Fortnite. So
I played Fortnite a lot when I first started streaming.
I grew a
on
lot
Twitch.
faster than I thought I was going to. I gave myself 9 months to reach affiliate. I think I did it in 3, so it was. It was very surprising. I was surprised.
I reached affiliate really quickly when I started streaming like a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I stream a lot of variety games. Like I don't really stick to a certain genre of games or a certain game. Yeah, like Kavi said, like sometimes I'll do like Stardew Valley. Rocket League is one of my main games. Maybe some Minecraft every now and then. That kind of thing. It's just kind of whatever I enjoy to play every now and then that my PC can handle streaming is what I stream.
Yeah.
Because my options are so limited.
Yeah. But we're definitely here. You can definitely catch us some one way or another. If Tori does happen to be playing Siege, you can probably catch her in my chat somewhere.
Yeah, when he's streaming and playing, I'm usually playing with him.
Yeah.
So and
catch
I also
us somewhere.
Host him.
Come say hi.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up though.
Yeah.
For the first episode.
So this, if you are you're watching it on YouTube, then it's obviously on our YouTube. YouTube's, so it'll you're here. Check out our Twitch if you're not, and if you're in Twitch, then it is in our YouTube, which is linked below in chat. So yeah. Thanks for stopping by and listening to the podcast. I know it's not great first podcast, but you know, it's ours, so
yeah.
And there's definitely more to come. We'll have guests.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll have guests.
We plan to have some friends appear.
Yeah.
And
some people from our ranked Siege team. Just friends
we
play with.
We didn't really talk about the team that we have.
We could probably touch on it. We have
just
a couple minutes. Yeah, we can touch on it. Our we're on a Siege team with a great amount. We're working on some kinks, but we're definitely, I think, a pretty decent team at the moment. We're not terrible for those of you who who care. We're gold. We're gold level, low plat 3, gold level. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's not great, but it's not
I would
terrible.
say our average Rainbow Six Siege rank for our team members is like
gold 1, gold 2.
Gold 2.
Yeah, gold 2.
I think
high gold 2, gold 1-ish. But yeah, we do practice on stream a fair amount, so if you're in stream, then we'll be practicing.
That's really all we do when we play Siege on stream is just like team practice / team ranked.
Yeah. We're doing some I hope to start getting us into some tournaments soon, if not this Siege season, then next Siege season. And that's midway through Pro League season, so you know, something along those lines. And yeah, we'll definitely have those guests on. They'll be here. We filmed this podcast after 2 days? 2 days of thinking about it. We thought about it 2 days ago.
It's so like exciting, and also it's just so like when you think about like having your own podcast and like having your friends appear on it and like talk about really like funny or just like interesting topics, it's just really appealing to me. So
yeah,
I think that's why we acted so quick on it.
Right, especially after listening to for those of you who know like gaming YouTubers, like the Fitz and his crew have the Misfits podcast, and there's the now Goons podcast, which is, you know, Big Nasty. There's a whole bunch of podcasts that gamers have made throughout the career that we.
And this is just the beginning for us, so.
Yeah, we're still early stages.
A lot more. Yeah, very early stages.
Especially of podcasts, never mind streaming and just content creation in general.
This is our beta testing right now for our podcast.
We're beta testing. We're live streaming our beta testing too, so.
Yeah. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed and come back for episode 2 in future episodes.
Yeah, and I think that pretty much wraps it up. We're still experimenting with names, so when you figure it out, you'll see it on the title. But
For now, though,
For now,
it's non-stop.
yeah, we're thinking nonstop.
It's a little inside joke.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening, and we hope to see you soon. Bye.
Peace, guys.